Hello everybody, welcome to the radar systems class. Now let us discuss unit 4 in this topic. Introduction. Topic name is tracking radar. Now in the first chapter we have studied about pulse radar, which is capable of measuring the range of the target. Range means distance. That pulse radar is not capable of measuring the velocity at which the target is traveling. In the following section, that is section 2, it is CW radar. Using CW radar, we can measure the velocity but not the range. In the MTI radar, we can measure velocity and range both as well, and we can indicate the moving targets from a galaxy of targets. In this chapter, we are going to study a radar system which can keep the track of the target continuously and which can predict the future position of the target. For this, we need to have 4 parameters. First of all, the antenna has to scan the environment and get the data of, the availability of the number of targets that are present. Out of all the targets, the point of interest should be tracked. To track, there are 4 parameters are very much important. The first parameter is range. Range means distance, which we know how to find the range of a target using radar. The next one is elevation angle. What is called as elevation angle is the height with respect to ground plane, at what height the target is lying. That is elevation angle. At what angle? See, if you want to point one target in 3D space, you have to move your target vertically to its height, and with respect to a north or south pole, you have to move it horizontally also to a particular angle. So the antenna, which is straight and plane, should be first moved up, which is called as elevation, and it should be moved to a direction which is called as azimuth. Along with azimuth and elevation, we should know the range. These 3 are the very essential parameters. The 4th parameter is its Doppler shift to know the velocity at which it is moving. So all the 4 parameters should be continuously monitored to track the future position of the target. Continuous tracking supplies the continuous tracking data on a particular target. This radar needs to scan for one time and then get the data and follow the target, that is track. Scanning is separate phase and tracking is separate phase. This is the traditional method. The another method of this system is track while scan. One part of the antenna continuously scans and another part of the antenna continuously keep the track of the target. So that is called as TWS, which is called as track while scanning. The antenna patterns that we commonly use to use this track and tracking radar are pencil beam antennas. These why pencil beams? Pencil beams are very narrow beams of antenna which are used to track the targets continuously. Because if you have a broad radiation lobe, which will not precisely can be used to track the target continuously. A narrow antenna lobe is essential to continuously track the target. So pencil beam antennas are very much useful. However, this pencil beam antenna is not suitable for tracking the radar unless means are provided for determining the magnitude and direction of the target's angular position with respect to some reference direction. Because if target is fast moving and you are using pencil beam antennas, that target cannot be found by this pencil beam antenna because its area of coverage is very narrow, so it will become a tough task for a engineer to identify where the target is. Now, the very important point to be understood to understand the tracking radar is how we can track. The antenna axis is called as reference point. The difference between the target's position and the reference direction is called the angular error. We supply the angular error to the system, which will try to correct the error. In the course of correcting the error, it will move either the antenna beam or the antenna, which is nothing but tracking. The second point in this PPT is the tracking radar attempts to position the antenna to make the angular error 0. That is what I just have told. To correct the error, it will try to move. When the angular error is 0, the target is called as it is located along with the reference direction. If the target moves, the antenna also moves following the target, which is called as tracking. These are the three methods for generating the error signal. The first one is sequential lobing, second one is conical scan, and third one is simultaneous lobing or monopulse. These are the three methods to identify this error. Thank you. This is all about the introduction of the tracking radars. Thank you.